which means I need purple here, blue here, pink here, purple there, see? And so we're just going to do it. I'm just going to make it work. You know what I'm saying? Alright, so I'm going to cover up that writing because I've already written somewhere else. It was something I wanted to purchase. You got to line up this left side. And I just use my finger to kind of hold it and stretch that just a little so it makes it to the other side. It's almost a little short. You can see here it just keeps no white space because there's a footer washi, there's individual washi, you put that on top and bottom, and then you have the half box, and that's where you can list your little things. And for me, little things are generally things that happen in the evening. So these are just these. And I just kind of bend the page to get the sticker to come up. And then again, I'm lining this up on the left side. Then I put my finger down to kind of make sure it makes it to the other side and stretch it just a little bit. Okay, now we're going to use this blue. The problem is when we get to the other side, we're going to need one more color, and it was either blue or purple. We'll just put the yellow there. It's not going to be a big deal. Okay, we're going to put this right here. Is that right? Alright. There we go. Okay. So that's done. Now, one of the things that we can do over here before we leave this side is that I've put in here just, there was 8 full boxes, and so I took one of them and put them down here at the bottom. It was the most different, and I put it down here, and then I used some of the glitter washi to separate that. And this one, I always use one of the Monday through Sundays as a next week, so I took that label off from right here. Just because I try to make sure I'm looking forward to anything that's coming up next week that I need to look at this week, that I don't forget it. And so now I'm going to use some of this glitter washi, and I'm going to use the purple and put it right here between these two. I like to give us some kind of little border in between little lists of things. And I'm going to use this, and the purple goes with that too. That's very pretty. And this is going to be my goals for the week. It doesn't have to be a certain day, whereas that does have to be a certain day. So I'm just using the leftover checklist here. And so now this is throwaway. And then I'm going to make a little label, I guess, of some kind. Let's see. What do we have? Purple label, maybe? We have these labels too. I'm thinking I'll go ahead and keep the color true, and I'm just going to use this purple. That may not line up perfectly though. We'll see how it does. And this is just going to say goals. I'm going to use some more purple behind this, and I'll tell you why. First of all, I'm going to have extra space for glitter washi for the color purple. The other ones I am going to need for the top headers. I'll show you in a minute. But I want a little backdrop here because this is rounded edges, and you could kind of see through there. So I'm going to do that. And that will say hold on a second. I need the scripture box. I always put a scripture box at the beginning of the week right there. And you know what? That's going to be too big. So what I may do here is take this back off. Whoops. We'll leave that glitter just as a backdrop in case that the glitter box doesn't fit exactly. But I think what we're going to do is have to put this right here. Right here at the top. Yeah, and that actually looks better. So that's going to be this week's goals. And that was my dad's Dr. Trivedi, I believe, appointment. It's on Wednesday. Friday, we drive to Charleston. Our son's coming in to house sit. Gig. Lance has a gig on Saturday in Charleston. And then Sunday we drive home. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in there. So that just kind of reminds me what we're doing for the next week. Okay. Now we are going to use this beautiful, is that going to fit? It is going to fit. This is going to be a scripture box, so we're going to decide what the scripture for this week is going to be. And we're going to put it in there. Perfect. So now this side's done, and we'll fill that scripture in a little bit. So the other thing that we need to do on this side that we had not done before is finish these headers. And so I am going to go ahead. Oh, by the way, did you notice that I have been like testing makeup on my hand? Have some of you been noticing that right there? Isn't that pretty? That's probably what I'm going to use tomorrow, is those colors. So I'm going to move this back down a little so you can see the headers. Let's move this back. Move that down. Maybe I should zoom out a little. Can you see? Yeah, you can. Okay. There's the little gem clip bow. Okay, so first I take these off, switch them to this hand so it's easier for me, and put this here. I was looking for an American flag or something because now this is Memorial Day, and I wanted to put a little flag or something up there, a U.S. flag, or I may just do like a little reminder, like a remembrance thing, because a memorial is a time that you remember, and it's a time that we remember those who've been courageous to sacrifice their own lives to keep us safe and free, and be willing to go to battle if necessary. And so remember past wars and current situations, wars, and just really honor those that are serving our country, and also our country serving other countries. So it's a big deal. Okay, there is one more. Where is it? I'm missing a page. Am I looking right at it? I do that sometimes. I'll be like looking right at one of them. Okay, I'm not. I'm missing one. Did I drop one? Because I don't see it. I don't see it. Okay, there's my washi. Still gotta use that. It's the days of the week one. Oh, here it is. Told you. I was looking right at it. So this is the tops of above the word today. The Magnolia Boulevard ones, she always has, where this has numbers, she also has these beautiful covers. So some kits have those, and they do a numeric system where you just pop out a little sticker in there for that number. She does it where you just have a white dot and you just write it in. And I actually prefer that, because trying to get those other little dots lined up can really be a bear, to be honest. This is very, very easy to line up. I literally line up the top left corner of the one that I'm sitting it on, and then just literally sit the bottom on it to make sure that it's straight. So now we are going to go back and say 529. The reason I did 5, usually I just put the 29, is because we're using May in this week and we begin June down there. So that's the 30th, this is the 29th, this is the 28th, and this is the 27th. So there's that. One of the goals this week is to work out 2 to 3 days. And I'm just determined to begin that process. The other goal is to really increase my H2O. I really need to be drinking more water. Okay. What else are we doing on this side? I think we're done on this side. Let's see, for the scripture, I'm going to look at a devotional. Let's see. You know what? I'm going to do a really unusual scripture that would not be something you'd use for daily. It's when Jesus saw him lying there, he asked him, "Do you want to get well?" And that's John 5:6. John 5. Now, why would I be doing that to myself? I'm not sick. Well, I'm not sick, but I keep complaining about how I'm also not in shape. And sometimes we're in the situations we're in because we don't really want to change. And I'm going to take that as a call from Jesus to me. Do you want to get well? And I'm going to put in parentheses, change. Change is hard, and it's required if you're going to lose some weight to change. You're going to have to exercise more. You're going to have to get more rest and sleep. You're going to have to eat right, and you're going to have to exercise. And so the question is, do you really want to change? So that's a really good one. I like that. That's a, what am I trying to say? Conviction to myself from the Lord.